Thank you very much, Lourdes. Good morning, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here, being able to share these experiences, but mainly to know your thoughts about it. So I will be really looking forward to the end of the session and be able to talk to any of you. So just a few insights of our call, health research call. You probably know it, but from the last 6 editions, HR 18 to HR 23, we got more than 3,700 proposals. We are right now evaluating the 24th edition, sorry, the HR 24, the 7th edition. And again, the submission proposals increased. So we have a huge amount of proposals. 171 selected proposals, over 120 millions, and always our selection process has to be based in transparency, quality, equity, and efficiency. And as we were saying before, we've been following DORA and now the COARA principles. Really important here for us. AI tools for us really respond to real needs. And we need to find solutions. And assisted AI tools are the solution we find that fit best our system, our processes. Again, real needs, high number of submitted proposals, huge thematic dimensionality problem. We really need specific expertise to evaluate those proposals. And we know from our experience is that certain number of submitted proposals are not mature enough for this kind of so competitive call. So what kind of solutions we find and we are using? Evaluator scrappings. We really need a good characterization of our system to be able to match reviewers. Matching between reviewers and projects, we are not able to do that manually. We will need to work, 40 people for a month with that huge number of proposals. And then we'll be talking about content eligibility, but it's a new process that we've been applying the last 2 years. Starting with the first process, the matching process. Just for you to know, in the health research call, we have a remote evaluation, 3 reviewers per application. There's a 4th one if it's discrepancy. And then the selected proposals between 16, 17, 18, depending, for each thematic area, go to an interview process. So there's a high number of submitted proposals, around 600, 650, 700 even, depending on the year, 500 some years. A big, huge tool of reviewers that it's needed, around 2,500. And then there's a big challenge here, how to match that amount of reviewers with that amount of proposals, considering the huge dimensionality problem, the really, specific expertise that we need for those kinds of proposals. So the solution that we found here is to use an AI algorithm to match that process, the reviewers with the applications. How does this process work? First, we need a really good characterization of our both pools, I would say. Better characterization, better matching. How do we do this? For projects, is a self-selection. So project leaders, when they are applying, they have to choose main keywords, secondary keywords, and self-characterize their projects. We could do that with AI too, but we think it's their responsible to really good characterize their applications. For reviewers, we do what we call the scrapping process. We have a huge amount of reviewers, and yearly we scrap all the PubMed website. We download all their publications from the last 10 years where they are first or last author. From their publications, we get the keywords, the mesh terms used on the NIH website. And it's really important, the mesh terms have a tree structure. Then with both characterizations, and just for an example, in 2021, with 644 proposals, we get more than 27,000 mesh terms from the projects and more than 165,000 mesh terms from the reviewers. That's huge. How then does that work? And that's a real example. We have a project with their keywords, and then we have the keywords with the reviewers that come from the tree structure, and the matching processes just gives a score. If the reviewer has the exact same keyword, it gives a 1, and to many other parameters. And when you don't have the same exact keyword, but you go to the upper level, the scores decreases every time you go to an upper level. And for that, the algorithm gives you a score within a reviewer and a project. And again, we also consider the group of 3 reviewers to cover, as in the best possible solution, the need of that project. That's for the matching. Second process we want to share with you is what we've called the AI-assisted content eligibility process. So what do we know? From the last years, we see that around 30% of the proposals get a score under a 5.5. For us, that's, we would say that our proposals that are not ready, that are not mature enough for this kind of competitive call. We fund around 25, 33 proposals, depending on the budget of that year. So that's a really, really low rate of success. So could we find a process that could somehow alleviate the workload that the reviewers have and somehow predict or know those proposals that are going to have a low probability to be selected? So that's what we've done. Before starting any kind of process, we did a really deep analysis to our data. As I was telling you before, it was more than 3,000 proposals at that time, from between HR 18 and HR 22. So we did a really deep analysis to make sure that our data did not have any really important biases. And then we started to test and validate and train 3 different algorithms. Results were really, really, really promising. So we decided to do a pilot. In HR 22, parallel to the real normal, I would say, evaluation, we did the piloting of how it would have been done if we had done the content eligibility process. So after going through the eligibility format, those applications are sent to the AI algorithms, to the 3 of them. Some of them are flagged by the 3 algorithms, and then those proposals also are sent to 2 human being reviewers to just confirm if they the rejection or not of that proposal. And we let them know that if they have any doubt related to that, we are happy to review that proposal. So they just have to say if they confirm or not. In that pilot, only one of the proposals got finally to panels and was selected. And if you want details of that, we can get into that. Finally, after that, in 2023, we applied for the first time that for real. We had 493 proposals submitted, 430 were eligible finally, and 63 not eligible. And I'm gonna go deeply on that. So we got 493, then 395 were completely eligible since the beginning, and 98 were pre-flagged by the algorithms. Those were sent to experts. 35 were rescued by those experts saying they had any kind of doubt related to the flag, and 63 were finally rejected. So finally, at the end, we had 430 proposals eligible that went to the panels and that finally went selected. Only one proposal labeled by the AI algorithms and saved by the reviewers got to panels but was not selected. Even if we took into account one algorithm individually, remember we are using 3 of them, this was the only proposal that was flagged by the algorithms that got to the last stage. Okay, our process for us is really, really important that through everything that we test, again, on AI-assisted processes are based in transparency, human intervention. Legally, with the 10%, it would be more than enough, but right now, with the content eligibility, we are sending to a human intervention the 100% of the proposals that are flagged by the AI algorithm. And again, explainability of the processes. We know that's a huge room of improvement here, and we are working on that. So conclusions on that. Our processes need a continuous improvement. And that's our goal yearly. AI can be used as a tool to assist in assessment processes. Where's the limit? As James was saying. Step by step to ensure acceptance. Our results have been really solid through all the process. Even we are taking I would say, the conservative path. But we're happy to do that to ensure acceptance and go step by step to all these processes. Room for improvement in explainability, and we have a specific project, and I will tell you about it now. Any final decision is under human validation, and that's really important. With solid results, Can we low that human validation? That's something that we ask ourselves. These algorithms have been trained to detect low probability of being selected, but results are even more impressive detecting the best proposals. Are we ready for this? Other possible uses? And just to finish, right now, what's work in progress, or what we have in the table for this year? We're right now under study, testing, and piloting an option of using a generative AI to assist us in the revision of the remote evaluation reports. Again, remember, 600 proposals, 3 remote reviewers. That's almost 2,000 evaluations. We check and read all their comments. That's a lot. Can we be assisted on that review? Can also AI help us in the compilation, for example, on the interviews, where we have 12 comments for 12 reviewers, and we finally do a report. And again, we have a specific project this year that we are just starting to improve explainability in all the processes. And up to here.